It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Good morning, South Africa, and welcome to the Culinary Hotline Bling! Ting, ting, ting! I like that we don't tell our guests we do the ting, ting, ting thing and they get so surprised. Cindy nearly jumped out of his skin. Good morning, South Africa. It is officially Wednesday, which means it's Culinary Hotline Bling. Today is all about the hamburger. Let's be honest with you, it's the simplest things in life that give us joy. Nothing simpler than a hamburger, but there are some key steps to getting it perfectly correct. So in order for us to learn and get the education today, I brought in the amazing team from Talladega Grill. Shabir, Cindy, welcome to the kitchen.
Thank you.
I'm very excited to have you here today. I mean, you only have to go through the first 3 pictures of your social media to understand you are the professionals.
Thank you.
What you do is pure magic, but like I said, there are a few steps to getting a hamburger really good, to take it from good to great, right? Because I mean, a normal at-home hamburger is always satisfying, but that crisp, that crust on the steak, on your patty, with the perfect bun, that's what makes it really amazing. So, Cindy, you're in the hot kitchen today.
Yes.
You're going to be talking us through making the proper preparation for the patties. Okay, so you got a smoking grill. Shabir, you're going to be on the assembly side, but I'm going to be talking to you throughout. So, Cindy, I'm going to let you start doing your thing, and we're going to catch up with you in a little. So, hot griddle pan?
Yes.
That's all you. You go, Cindy. Shabir, I absolutely love what you do. And again, seriously, your social media is just beautiful and full of, like, all the food love. And, oh my God, I'll get to talk about that in a second. But, I mean, it's got to be a passion for burgers, right? To put so much time and effort into perfecting it. How long have you been making burgers professionally?
So, as a business for the last 3 years, just over 3 years actually, recreationally for the last 20 years, I've always enjoyed food. A lot of inspiration came from TV, actually from the cooking channels. And you know, it's about trying things and you know, experiencing things that are different to what we know. And I think travel as well. I think traveling a little bit has also opened some, you know, some horizons for me in terms of, you know, what's out there. And you know, we try and copy from what we see that we've maybe enjoyed on trips or that sort of thing.
So taking the best of what you've experienced wherever you've been, but then
100%.
adding your own Talladega spin to it.
100%, yeah.
I want to come through to Cindy because I absolutely love that technique you did with the smash.
Okay. Yes.
And does this have a specific name, the weight that you used?
This one, no. No.
But it's got some good weight. So all you're trying to do is get some good weight underneath it.
Yes, and then you smash it, yes.
And by smashing it, it's because you give the meat that contact with your griddle pan. And that's where you get the crust, right, Shabir?
100%, yes. And I think a few key ingredients. One is the quality of meat is really important. We use grass-fed Angus.
You do?
Yeah, all our burgers are grass-fed.
Whoa!
Yeah, grass-fed Angus. So I think, you know, when you start with high-quality ingredients, you need to do less. You know, in terms of sauce, etc., etc. We use a brioche bun. We only use real cheese. So it's the little things that matter. It's how I like to eat a burger. There's no right way and wrong way. You know, when you have a burger, I mean, everybody's got their own taste.
I feel like there's a wrong way, and there's one wrong way to eat a burger, and it's with a knife and fork. If you are that person at home that eats your burger with a knife and fork, please send us a voice note to 063-408-8863 and tell us why. Tell us why. And while you're at it, also text us at that number, send us a voice note, and we want to know what are the components to make the ultimate hamburger or cheeseburger for you? On the topic of burgers, besides beef burgers, what else do you offer at Talladega?
So we've got 2 facets to our business. One is the smash burgers, and then smoked meats, which is a really important part of our business as well. So we smoke brisket, we smoke our own pastrami, we do things like smoked sausage, smoked chicken wings. So it's also a big part of our business, especially the brisket. You know, we found sort of a real gap in the market for authentic Texas-style smoked brisket. So it's a massive labor of love. You know, there's a lot of a lot of time, effort, energy that goes into it, and your margin for error is very, very small.
Right. I mean, it's, like you said, it takes a long time to actually end up with that final result.
With the final product.
Oh my goodness. So, Shabir, I'm going to hand over to you to assemble now. So what we got is we got our beautiful brioche bun,
Yeah.
and then we've got the patties. The technique was amazing. You double stack the patties with the cheese in the middle and on top, so you get extra malt. I love that. I'm going to let you finish up in the meantime. Cindy, for you, I got a question. What's your favorite burger to make at Talladega Grill?
Okay, my favorite burger at Talladega is the single smash and brisket. This is our popular burger for now, yes.
Single smash and
And
brisket.
brisket, yes.
A decent amount of patty, a decent amount of brisket without overdoing it with that bun. It sounds
Yes.
amazing. It sounds,
Amazing, yes,
sounds so
yes.
good. What's been the craziest day in Talladega? Like when it's been so busy, what's the most burgers you've ever made in one day? You don't have to give me the exact number. Give me a ballpark number.
Yeah.
When it's so high that you can't even... I love it. I love it. Okay, so now this is the very difficult part. And you know what, South Africa? I'm going to do this for you. I'm going to taste this burger. So this is our double cheese.
Cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger. I'm going to actually just lean over to the side. Oh, okay. So we're talking about that there's no wrong way to do this, but there is a bit of a method. You got to stand up to your burger, take a step and a half back, so it's 1, 2. This is your angle, right? Especially if it's a good juicy burger like this. You don't want to be getting anything on your shoes, so you got to have a little bit of space. And then both hands. Don't try and be fly with one hand. No, this is a two hands mission. So step back. South Africa is absolutely amazing. So good. Don't go anywhere. We'll be seeing more Cindy and Shabir in a bit for the second installment of the Culinary Hotline Bling.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to the Culinary Hotline Bling. Ting, ting, ting. That was a good one, Umpelela. Thank you. We're back in the kitchen with the team from Talladega. This time we got Shafudin in the kitchen. We're back at Nompulela, aka Cindy, on the hot grill, in the hot kitchen. Cindy, that burger you made earlier, oh, I went to my car and I just sat in the car. No one was looking at me. I ate it. A tear came down my face. It was so good. It was so good. Shafudin, what are we making now?
We're making a buttermilk chicken burger, and it's deboned chicken thighs that we are using, usually marinated in buttermilk overnight. Then we, Cindy's going to do it now, but then we obviously put it in the egg wash, and we use our special spices, mix, flour, couple of spices that we use, and then we deep fry it, and then we'll assemble.
Secret spices. We're going to try to unpack and see if we can guess what's in the secret spices. But first, we have a voice note from Brendan, who wants to tell us how he likes his burger.
Hi, Expresso. My name's Brendan. I eat burgers with knife and fork because when you eat it and when you cut it, it's very satisfying and you don't have to worry about getting your hands, like, juicy.
We still love you. Still love you. It's okay. No, just joking. I get you. Sometimes I get it. Like, burgers can be, like, super juicy, super delectable. And you're worried about maybe you're wearing something fancy, you know, when they get it dirty, so knife and fork. Brendan, we are here for you, and we accept. Our hearts are open. I've never eaten... Have you ever eaten a hamburger with a knife and fork?
I don't think so. I don't think it should be eaten with a knife and fork. I think you must eat it, get into it, get the hands dirty. That's the way you eat the burger.
I agree. But Brendan, we're all with you. I get your logic behind the knife and fork. You don't want to get all messy, but I like the mess. I like it. I love it. Let's start cooking. So, I like the fact that, Cindy, you can take it away, Cindy. I'll catch up with you in a second. Breast versus thigh. Thigh's always got that dark meat, stays juicy, more forgiving. So if you slightly overcook it, you still retain that moisture in there. But it's also a labor of love. I mean, because the deboning, obviously, that's a process as well. And then marinating for 24 hours. Was going thigh versus breast purely based on flavor and texture for you?
Definitely. Look, there's been a demand from our clients as well. People have become, they've advanced themselves in terms of what they're looking for, the flavor that they're looking for. So obviously, we've also had to adapt and give the clients what they want.
And it's the thigh. It's the thigh. I absolutely love it. So I like what you've done.
There's a saying that says thighs don't lie.
Thighs don't lie. I love it. How's your heat there, Cindy? You good? Cindy's on that. She's good. So you marinate it for overnight, you said? Overnight in the
correct,
buttermilk? And during that process, that's when it becomes super tender and super juicy. And thighs are already tender, so it becomes even more tender.
Absolutely.
I love that. And this flour mix, it's your secret.
Yes.
Can you give me at least 2 of the ingredients that are in there?
There's a bit of paprika in there, cayenne pepper, but I'm not going to give you much more than that.
I will accept it. I'll accept it. It's beautiful. And then let's talk about the buns, right? So I love the fact that you go for the brioche buns.
That's correct.
Super fluffy, super light, and they're enriched. They got that extra richness to them. Are those the buns that you use throughout the menu?
That is correct, yeah. That is our bun. We've searched far and wide for these buns. We've eventually found a bun which we're very happy with, and I think the customers also love the fact that once you've put it on the grill, heat them up a little bit, they're just fluffy. And
Those are beautiful buns. Okay, so say I'm hosting 20 people for dinner, and I decide to make a burger-themed event. What advice do you have for me, considering I'm making dinner for 20 people?
look, I think the most important part of that would be the preparation. Cut your stuff up before the time, your lettuce, your tomato. As you can see, we prep, and that is the thing back at Talladega. We do big volumes, and if our prep isn't done properly, you know, that is where you run into big problems. So I would say spend the afternoon doing your prep, getting your stuff together, your breading, the milk, the oil, get yourself set up, and that's on your way to success, successful party.
I love it. So I'm going to ask you to start assembling. In the meantime, Cindy, so when you get home
Yes.
and people see your face and it's dinner time, do they just call for burgers?
Yes, yes.
Is that
they
basically what they want?
do. Yes, yes.
I also heard a little rumor that you are the boss in the kitchen. So when it comes to prep, is it basically your responsibility as well to make sure that everything's done in the kitchen?
Yes, yes. It's me to how they do everything, prep everything, then we go for the day, yes.
Are you like Gordon Ramsay? Are you very strict and do you like give it to the people, or are you calm? Are you chilled in the kitchen?
I'm
The
not
truth.
come lady, I'm not the come lady, but sometimes when the pressure is on, then I'm tackling them.
Whoa, we don't want to see that happening today. Let's look at that beautiful burger, and I'm glad we haven't left out the cheese. I know we saw Ryle taste the burger a little earlier. Can I bring Ryle in and see if you'd like to taste the chicken? And I'm sorry, this is totally unplanned. Like, Ryle was totally busy doing something else. Ryle, are you keen? Look how he was even a little shy there.
Say no more. What
I'm
did you
calling
say?
you off. Like, I
Are
can
there more
plan.
burgers to taste?
Okay, we
Oh,
got
yes.
the buttermilk chicken. You're gonna take a big bite.
All right. Ooh, is this a
Go
jam?
for it, go for it, go for it.
Gosh. Can we just admire the crisp on this chicken before we dig into this?
Ah!
And also, thank you, by the way.
Oh, there's someone gave you the music. Oh. Someone on social media said, can Raul let down his hair while he eats that burger?
You really want that? You really want that?
Yes,
Let's do it.
yes,
Let's do it. Why not?
yes.
Take another bite.
Yes. Rapunzel, Rapunzel, let down your hair. Oh my, what? Woo! Raul de Mornay. Oh, the horror, the horror.
Oh, man, I've got to say, firstly, this chicken's making me do all kinds of things out here, I must say.
Oh my
But
word.
let's not forget the taste. This is absolutely delicious. I love it. It has a crisp to it. The chicken's not too dry on the inside, so it's still got that moisture. And, oh, I could live on this. Thank you guys
Yes,
so
South
much.
Africa. We just got a burger and the horror.
Put my hair down,
Don't
yeah.
go anywhere. We'll be back with more Culinary Hotline. Can I get a master ting, ting, ting? 1, 2, 3.
Ting.
Ting, ting, ting.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
South Africa, welcome back to the Culinary Hotline. Bling! Ting, ting, ting! We have left the last segment for the best thing I have ever seen on a Wednesday morning. Look at that brisket. It looks absolutely amazing. We're back in the kitchen with a team from Talladega Grill, and we are about to make the brisket bun. Oh my goodness. The whole team, even the vegan is smiling right now. Even the vegan is like drooling. This brisket is absolutely delicious. I mean, look at the crust on that. It looks so beautiful. And earlier I saw Cindy give it a little jiggle, 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 jiggle. South Africa, this is the business. If your brisket don't jiggle, no. Okay, Cindy, I'm gonna let you start slicing, and then I'm gonna start talking and tasting. How's that sound? So what I absolutely love is you make all your sauces in-house by yourself. Why did you choose to do that?
So we actually, we decided to get some unique flavor profiles, and the way to do that is to actually incorporate, unique flavors, etc., etc. So it was about giving us something to take to the market that's unique.
Making it unique, making it your own.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
So, we have a message. I think it's a voice note. Let's have a listen to what our viewer has to say.
Môre Expresso, dit is Suid-Afrika hier. Ek wil net vir julle vra, wat is dit nodig vir julle om blaarslaai en tamatie op 'n hamburger te sit? Want dit is nie baie aangenaam vir almal van ons nie. Kan julle vir my sê wat die rede is? Bring dit meer flavours uit of wat?
I love that. So, and Afrikaans is delicious this morning. Amazing. So, a lot of you are asking about the lettuce and tomato. Is it necessary? Why do we add it?
I think it's a classic hamburger staple. But, before I got into the food industry, I didn't actually know the amount of people that hated tomato. I mean, I'm a tomato eater. I enjoy tomato.
I love tomato. Yeah, exactly.
Hot or cold, I enjoy it. And but once we got into the food industry, we realized the amount of people that actually dislike tomato. And I think there's a reason for that. If you're cutting a tomato fresh to order, it's a completely different experience on a burger. If you're ordering a burger with tomato on it and it only arrives 30 minutes later, it's not going to be as good as it was when it was cut crisp. So I think people are averse to tomato for those reasons, but I think for a classic hamburger, it's necessary. But, I mean, we've got to take the burger we did earlier. It's got no garnish on it. It's gherkins, jalapeno, and braised onion on it. So
I get you. And it's about being unique and making it your own.
100%. And I'm sure every establishment you visit, if you ask them to customize it, they'll do it.
They will do it. I like it. So while you were busy talking, I'm going to actually tell you the truth. While you're busy talking, in my comms, the team upstairs are literally putting in their orders. They're like, make sure I get a hamburger, make sure I get a chicken burger. The team upstairs are going absolutely crazy. But I mean, if they could be here and see what's happening right here, they'd be so impressed. Cindy, that looks so good. Can I just talk about it? The slice, the thickness. Is this how thick you go on your brisket and buns normally when our viewers order?
Generally, no. We are struggling here a little bit with just cutting it. We don't have our normal utensils.
Yeah.
So it's slightly thinner than that. But we do stack it. Generally, that is how it would look, as you will see on the other.
Oh, my goodness. Yes, that looks so good. Okay, so now the most important part is getting into it and sinking the teeth into this thing. So I'm going to, as soon as Cindy is done, I'm going to grab one. And then, Shabir, you want to take a bite with me?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. We're doing this. Okay. Don't worry, team upstairs. They are screaming. They're like, now, make sure you're going to get your burgers. Okay. So, Cindy, I'm going to step in real quick.
So you need to guide me on this.
Yes, you're going to do something on the end for me. Here we go. We're going to do this. So, sauces to the side. Cindy, this is magic. Okay, you can grab yours. Oh, there's some bun with my meat.
Are we doing a countdown?
We're doing a countdown. Okay, 3, 2, 1. This is breakfast. Yes. South Africa, the good thing is that often when we cook the food on the show, you don't get to try it unless you make it yourself. You can actually try this. Go check the guys out at Talladega Grill. This is absolutely phenomenal. Lansdowne is treated to have you. I'll move to the south. You sit around the corner. I'll be seeing you soon. South Africa, it's been an absolutely amazing morning. I don't want you to see what I'm about to do, so I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next week for the next episode of the Culinary Hotline Bling.